Hey everybody, I'm John at Cluck Cards. Hope you're all doing well. It is Thursday, the 19th of September, and I'm doing a VR here for Mike over at Scoots Collectibles, who has asked us to share some of our favorite rookie cards, which I thought was a great idea. So thanks for the VR opportunity here, Mike, and I'm going to take you up on this. And as I decided or thought about what I was going to share, I decided to stretch it out a bit, and I'm going to offer up an alphabet's worth of my favorite rookies. So hang on here. Let me turn the phone right around and get started with this because I've got a few cards to share. All right. All right. So I'm just going to get right to it. A to Z. Got 28 cards to show in all because I'm going to show two from the letter A, starting with Hank Aaron, none other than Hank Aaron, 1954 Topps. I'm also going to show two from the letter B, and then it'll just be one representing each letter after that. But I got 28 rookie cards I'm going to share in this video. So here's my 1954 Topps Hank Aaron in an SGC 1.5. Absolutely love this card. This was the final pickup for my 1954 top set. So this, in many ways, this is a very special card, and what better way to lead off something like this than with this card. So just got my Hank Aaron rookie. Then here's the other A card I wanted to share. So I'm breaking the rules a little bit, playing a little fast and loose in terms of an alphabet, A to Z. You're going to see a lot of last names for the letter, and you're going to see several first names for the letter. You're also going to see let's see, I counted before I started this. 6 of the 28 cards I'm going to show are not vintage, so they're from 1981 or later, and 3 of them, including this one, are not true rookie cards. So I'm going to actually show, I have at least 2 autographs to share. I think maybe 3. Maybe it's just 2. But here's one of them. I have an Aaron Judge rookie from 2017, Topps Tribute, an autograph numbered to 99. Absolutely love this card. It's my only Aaron Judge autograph, and it's really my only Aaron Judge rookie card of any kind because I wasn't collecting. I wasn't back into collecting in 2017. I picked this card up in February. I remember when I got it. I got it in February of 2022, so the year that he broke the AL single season record before it started the season. I picked this up, so I guess the timing was all right on this one because he is since he's en route to winning his second MVP. So I'm really happy with that, and he is one of my favorite players in the game, and really quickly becoming one of my favorites of all time. You know, we'll see if they can get to the World Series this year. Maybe win that pennant. Maybe win number 28. I'm showing 28 cards. Maybe the Yanks will win World Series 28 this year. We'll see. But anyway, really like that card. Let's move on. These will be a lot quicker. Here's B, my Johnny Bench rookie, 1968 Topps. In a 4, I won't show the backs of all of them, but I'll definitely share the backs of some. Here's the other B I wanted to share. I have a 1971 Topps Bert Blyleven rookie, ungraded. Probably will stay ungraded, and probably will stay in this screw down holder because this is in the batch of, say, anywhere from 8 to a dozen cards, vintage cards that were my first vintage cards that I ever bought back around circa 1990, I guess you could say, give or take a year or two, when I was going to card shows a little bit more with my brother and my dad. I was about, in high school at that point, and this was one of them I picked up. It probably wouldn't grade any better than a 5, and it might not even grade a 5. It's pretty... it's got a big diamond cut. It's not a great example. So I just don't think it's worth slabbing in that way because Blyleven's rookie in a mid-grade is just not that super valuable, but it's a really cool card to have, and I love having it in this screw-down holder because it just, keeps the memory alive, so to speak. So there's my 2 Bs, and now we're just going to roll on through here. Here's C, my Steve Carlton rookie, 1965 Topps. Let's go with D. Here's the other autograph I was thinking. Here's the second of 3, and I had forgotten about this one. So Donnie Baseball, I picked this up in February of 2023. My birthday's in February, and I've kind of started a thing where I want to like make a notable pickup of a Yankee card around my birthday every year. So I got the Judge auto 2 years ago. I got the Mattingly auto last year. This year I picked up I went a lot less it was only a 2-digit price tag and barely over $10. I got a Greg Nettles autograph this past February just because it was one I hadn't had and definitely wanted to add his auto to the collection. But here's Donnie Baseball and a 84 Donruss rookie that's dual graded. So this is a really cool card. This is, when I was growing up, this was of the 3 Mattingly rookies, this was the one. And it might still be the one. So it's really cool to have his auto on this one. So love that card. There's my D. Okay, here's my E. We're going to stick with a first name here. It's my Ernie Banks rookie, 54 tops, and a PSA 1.5. I don't think there's actually a crease in this card. I got it with the eBay guarantee thing on here. I just keep it in this sleeve. But I don't think there's actually a crease on this card, believe it or not, but it's so worn otherwise. That's why it's still managed to get a 1.5, I think. But just such an iconic card there. Okay, let's go to F. Here's one of the non-vintage cards. So for some of these letters, I had a bit of a tough time trying to figure out which rookie I would put out there because I don't have, a huge collection since I got back in 4 years ago. It's building, but I just didn't have a lot to work from at the start, and I have not picked up a Ferguson Jenkins rookie since I've got back in. That might be cool to do at some point, probably will, but I did manage to find a Cecil Fielder rookie from 86 tops, so there we go. There's F. His 1990, I think it was 1990, when he hit 51 home runs, I think it was, that was a pretty exciting year because there hadn't been a 50, I don't think in the whole 1980s that there was a 50 home run hitter in all of the 1980s. Even in 1987 in the Juice Bowl year, nobody got to 50, I don't think. I don't think anyone since George Foster in 77, when he hit 52, did someone hit 50 when Fielder did 90. So I remember growing up, I thought that was just super cool to see. And, it wouldn't take too long before, 60 and 70 were broached. But let's go to G. Gaylord Perry, rookie. Going to stay with the first name here in an SGC 5. I bought this in a lot of cards from someone here, in my hometown, not long after I got back in 2020, with the same lot as the Steve Carlton rookie I showed earlier. And one more rookie I'm going to show in this video. I got 3 really great rookies in that, all raw, and I graded them all, and 2 of them graded a 4, this one graded a 5, so really happy about that. So, Gaylord Perry rookie. Let's go with H, another first namer, Harmon Killebrew rookie. I picked up this earlier this year. It's in a PSA 2. From this angle, it looks pretty good. It's pretty nice too, I'd say, overall. It's off-center top, but it's got those, it definitely has its creases in here, but you got to sort of tilt it in the right direction for them to see. There's the main one's is right there. It's got a big old groove up top there. That's not the sleeve. That's actually the card. There's another couple of creases in here too, but I got this in a heritage auction earlier this year, and I think it was part of a small lot. So, I like winning. I've gotten into auctions this year, and I've managed to win a couple of multi-card lots where, the cost of each card often turns out to be a decent deal if you would, versus buying it individually. So, I've had some fun with that this year. Let's go to the letter I. That would be a tough letter, wouldn't it? But I managed to pull this one out here. My Garth Orge rookie. Of course, it also has Lou Whitaker on it. 78 tops. Will Whitaker ever make the Hall of Fame? Probably not. I actually have a Garth Orge autograph. I should have taken it out for this. I got him TTM'd a while ago, along with his brother, Dane Orge. All right, let's move the J. 61 tops. Juan Marichal. You'll see a couple of more 61s in this video. PSA 6. Got this early this year, maybe in January. I did a lot of I got this in a heritage auction as well, I think. I know I got it on an auction house win. And it's a little off center that side, but front of the card's pretty nice. A touch off center too in a couple directions, but not severely. I thought that was a pretty nice addition there. So glad to have picked that up this year. All right, let's move to K. Got to go with the other big 54 Topps rookie. Actually, there's one more coming after this one. Alkaline in an SGC 3.5. The color on this card just jumps, man. I just put this out on the camera. It looks really good still. Every time I take it out and give it a nice look, I'm like, yeah, this is a pretty nice one. So this is I overpaid. I paid at the peak for this, so I'm underwater on this card, but I don't really care that much in the long run. Having the whole set in some ways, or in a lot of ways, was more important in the long run. But do love having this card. I bought this in 2021, so I was still I definitely overshot a little bit on picking that one up, but in the end I love having it. Let's stay on this set for one more card. L, Tommy Lasorda rookie in a 3.5 as well. It's got a major printing issue on this card, but beyond that, it's pretty nice. The black letters are really off on it. If you look at it, you can see how they sort of ghost and shadow above where they actually run. They kind of trail up, and the black ink is off on the whole card if you look at it really closely. But overall, not too bad. Not too bad. All right, this will be the halfway point M. I'm really going to try to keep this video under 20 minutes. I was hoping to keep it under 10 when I started, and then quickly realized, no, that's not going to happen. But here's my 78 Topps Eddie Murray rookie, PSA 8. I completed a goal earlier this year of collecting the PSA. In PSA 7s and 8s, I collected the 78 Topps Hall of Famers. So this was the last card that I picked up for that goal. Saved the priciest one for last because I really wanted it in an 8. And I did find the one that I liked. That kind of was the best one for me. So there's my Murray rookie. Okay, we've rounded the corner. We're starting to head for home, and here's a good shot of a player running, actually, sort of turning a corner himself. It's actually a modern card, and it's one of those non-true rookies. But I thought I would trot this out, because I don't think I've ever showed it before. And I was struggling to find an N for my list. Here's a Nico Horner 2020 Topps Brooklyn Collection autograph, numbered 10 out of 10, purple parallel. I like Nico Horner. He's he's having a bit of a down year with the average, but he's a good, solid player. He's great in the field. He's a good hitter overall. I think his best years are still ahead of him, frankly. So I picked this one up. Oh gosh, I think I picked this up maybe 2 years ago, over 2 years ago now. So sort of just, I kind of liked maybe where his career maybe could go. Seemed like he had a good future, and I think he still does. So I like having this one. I think at some point I might do a tabletop of 2020 Brooklyn Collection. I actually collected this entire set. It's only 50 cards, but I ended up picking that whole set up back in 2020, winter 21, and it was a cool set. So back when I was doing a little bit more modern, current stuff, when I was finding my way back into things when I first got back in. Okay, let's move on to the letter O. Here's that other rookie I was sort of referring to in a lot that I bought with that had the Carlton and the Gaylord Perry rookie. It also came with a Tony Oliva rookie, and I picked up the lot before Oliva got into the Hall of Fame. So once he got in, I sent this off to SGC to get graded. Came back a 4, which was a pleasant surprise, actually. It's got a bit of a scratch down here, pretty notable scratch, and it's off-center a decent amount, but yeah, I'm glad it got a 4. So nice card overall, even without the grading. So pretty cool rookie of a Hall of Famer there, I thought. Here's the letter P. I picked this up because he's one of my favorite. I grew up Mike. I grew up with the '78 Yankees. Basically, they were my formative team, and I was a pretty big fan of Lou Piniella. Not my favorite Yankee of all time, but he's up there. And so I actually picked up a 64 Topps Venezuelan rookie card of Lou Piniella because I'm intrigued with the Topps Venezuela issues. I've been sort of poking around a little bit more, and I might have a couple of more editions of Topps Venezuelans to my collection as we go. And I like the 64s because they're just so easy to identify with the black backs versus the orange backs for the U.S. issue. So this one's got a little bit of paper there from being taped into a scrapbook or on the wall. But it's not terrible, but it does have some creasing, but it managed to get a 1.5. So I bought it raw, and yeah, got a Lou Piniella rookie there. Okay, here's probably the toughest letter of the whole alphabet, Q. Baseball, baseball savants like we all are, right, in terms of history, probably have an idea of one name who it could be, maybe another name. But I'll just show the card. It's one of those names you're probably thinking of if you're thinking vintage era. And hopefully I'm pronouncing his name right. I believe it's Quillisi. I think it's Frank Quillisi. I've seen the name, heard the name, because I know he was part of the 1965 Twins AL pennant winner. Second baseman, Twins. Why on earth do I have this card? I actually picked this card up to make this video. And which seems kind of silly, but I got this card for like, I don't know, $3, maybe less. It's actually pretty good shape. But here's the reason why I got this card. I picked this card up because I live in Southwest Michigan, home to Western Michigan University in Kalamazoo, and I've decided to do a little collecting goal for myself, where I kind of took the time to look into all of Western Michigan University's in their athletic hall of fame, all the baseball players, everyone who played baseball for WMU, who's in their hall of fame. And there's about 10 or 12 cards that I can pick up to make a little fun goal there. I've lived in Kalamazoo for about 15 years now. It's not my hometown. I grew up in New York, in the New York City suburbs, but it's, my wife is from here. It's my kid's hometown. So, Kalamazoo's part of me. So it's, if I see something about, I don't have much of a Derek Jeter rookie collection or anything like that. So you won't see Derek Jeter in this video, unfortunately. He's Kalamazoo's biggest name ever, probably for sports. This is something I might do a future video on, or will do a future video on once I start picking up a couple more of these. But and they're mostly going to be pretty affordable. So I thought that was a cool little thing to start with Frank Quillisi. So yeah, and he had a heck of a World Series in 1965, as you can see there. Okay, let's move on because I'm going to eclipse 20 minutes now because of taking that much time. But here's my R rookie, Reggie Jackson, 1969 Topps in a 5. Picked it up early this year, got it graded in the spring. Really happy with that grade because it's given the off-center left, although that is a pretty common example for this card. But so I love having a Reggie rookie. Okay, let's keep going. S, I can blow through these actually. S, Ron Santo, 1961 Topps. I mentioned you'd see some more of this. We've got one more to go actually from this set. I got it in a 6.5. I bought this from Don Field of Dreams Cards at the Strongsville show earlier this year, back in April. So thanks again, Don, for the easy transaction. A pleasure to do business, and I'm very happy to add this to the collection. It's a great card, really great card. The centering on this is awesome, front and back. So here's my Santo rookie. All right, T. Here is my. I think he might be, if he's not my favorite Yankee of all time, he's among the top 3. And I think he's number 1. Thurman Munson. I got a Thurman Munson rookie in an SGC 6, 1970. Just, didn't get to see him play much, unfortunately, but the impact he's had on the history of the team and to fans who, as kids grew up during that time, there's just the legacy he left. So it's hard to, in some ways, kind of hard to explain. But the guy was just such a great ball player. So got a Thurman rookie in a 6. Okay, I mentioned, I adjusted my camera there for a minute, or I bumped into it. I showed you my Garth Orge rookie from 78 before. I should have hinted or teased that I had to keep an eye out for another vowel card from this set. And here it is. Here's my UL Washington rookie. 1978 Topps with Mickey Klutz and two other people named Paul Molitor and Alan Trammell. So yes, there's to satisfy this list, it's my UL Washington rookie in a PSA 7. All right, here's the last modern card for this goal. Turned out I had 4 autographs in this video, actually. Now, this guy's been struggling a little bit of late, but I still wanted to trot this out for my V. I have an Anthony Volpe rookie auto, Topps 5-star from 2023. It is numbered with his uniform number 11 out of 25. I splurged a little bit picking this one up. I just really wanted to get a Volpe rookie. I still got a lot of hope for this guy. I think he's going to be still, a very good ball player. He's good in the field. Is he going to be a multi-time All-Star? We'll see. But I think he's going to be around for a while. The Yankees have made the commitment with him. They're going to give him every opportunity to really be a star. He's a good player, and he's still very young. So we'll see how he can do. Hopefully, he can in the playoffs. Hopefully, he can emerge a little bit and kind of start building a Yankee legacy for himself, even at the ripe old age of like 23, I think he is, or something. All right, we got W, X, Y, and Z. Here's my W. The last of the big 1961 rookies, Billy Williams, SGC 6. That's a really nice looking card. I got this at a card show up in the Grand Rapids area early this year, actually. And then I bought it raw, got it graded. I was hoping for 6, I remember, and that's what I got. So pretty solid example, I'd say, for that. All right, X. What could X possibly be? Really there aren't too many examples, even from a last name, really. So, if you're thinking Xander Bogaerts, you're right. That's who it has to be, right? I happen to have a very cool, and I'm a Yankee fan, but I just actually really, really like this card. 2014 rookie of Xander Bogaerts in a red foil parallel. It's not numbered. I wasn't collecting when I got this. I actually picked this up pretty recently, actually. So my dad, believe it or not, was a Red Sox fan. He became one in the, if it wasn't the 67 AL pennant winner, which he sort of said he was following, maybe because he was in search of a new team at that point, he definitely became all in 75 when they won the pennant. So I only knew him as a Red Sox fan. He passed away over a decade ago. So he was able to see 2 of the Red Sox 4 World Series winners this century. He did not see 2013 or 17. No, 18. 13 and 18. He missed out on those, unfortunately. So he never got to see Xander Bogaerts. I really think he would have liked Xander a lot, actually. So I liked picking up this card, and it just looks great with the Red Sox. That's a really great card. So I kind of picked that up, thinking about my dad picking that one up. So very cool card. All right, Y and Z. Here's my Y. One of my favorite non-Yankee players of all time, Robin Yount. I've had this for a few years. I got it, actually, it was in the same lot as the Perry, Carlton, Oliva. This was in here too, and it was, I knew it was beat up and I would never send it in a grade, except if I could send it to Double D Vintage Baseball Cards. Dylan gave this his slab treatment over the summer and gave it to me at the National, so this is absolutely one of my favorite rookie cards because Dylan took the time to do that for me. Thanks again for that. I love this slab. I gotta pick me up a few of these and maybe do a custom label of some kind. I've looked into it, haven't sort of followed through with it yet, but I think I will at some point. So I love having this Yount rookie looking like this. So, and again with the colors, because I know Robin Yount's his guy. Love that. Oh, just so cool. Thanks again, Dylan. And let's wrap it up with Z. So I'm really going, breaking the rules on this last one here. But there are Z's in his name. It's none other than Ozzie Smith. That's the best I could do on Z. Forgive me on this. So I've showed an Ozzie Smith rookie a couple of times on this channel that's so beat up and has floor marks or dirt marks on the front. This is a different copy, actually. That other one I showed technically isn't even mine. Because a friend of mine sort of sent me some cards to kind of look at for him a while back, and I've just been holding on to it because I got to get it back to him the next time I see him. I'm not going to ship him back because he doesn't need him back that bad, so he says. But this one, so my brother met up with me at the National this year, and we had a great 2 days there, had a super fun time. And he did an SGC drop-off submission as I did. And he brought several other cards with him, gave me a couple that just, we had sort of, collected together as kids. Because he has the kid. He's the kind of the overseer of the kid collection, so to speak. He's got them right now, and he brought this. He brought a couple of Ozzie Smith rookies. We probably opened 4 or 5 at least as kids, and he gave me one of them to take back. So that was super cool. So love having this one. And the one he submitted to SGC, he submitted one, the best one that he had, came back a 7. So that was super cool to see that, to know a card that we opened as kids in 1979 and been through a few moves and whatnot, able to come back as a 7 near mint. That was just really cool to know. So anyway, thanks again, Frank, for letting me come home with this one. And that's going to wrap up this video, folks. All right. If you watched it all the way through, I know A to Z, probably an ambitious little video to try. But Mike, thanks again for the opportunity to share a few cards. I would show my Aaron rookie to end it, but I don't. It's going to be, maybe have to move too many other slabs. So we'll end it with Reggie. How about that? All right. Thanks, everyone, for watching again, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care.